Well, we in the living room have one, and so do our guests in the living room today. We're talking about blogs, the whole world of blogs in the living room today. We have three bloggers, top bloggers from the region, one of whom right here from Singapore, Wendy Cheng, or Xiaxue as she's better known as, with her blog at www.xiaxue.blogspot.com. She's Singapore's top blogger, if you need a little bit of a reintroduction, with over 20,000 unique visitors per day on her site, xiaxue.blogspot.com. We also have from across the causeway, a Malaysian blogger, a famous Malaysian blogger, and also a member of Nuffnang.com. Cheesy is her blog name, as she's better known, and her blog at Cheeserland.com. Cheeser land.com. And if you want to land on the page of Phoebe Montague, you can as well. She's got a blog, and she's from Melbourne, Australia. Her blog at ladymelbourne.com.au. Joining the ladies, we have the sole gentleman with them on the couch, Ming Shen, or Cheo Ming Shen, his full name, co-founder and executive director of Nuffnang.com. They are Asia Pacific's first and leading blog advertising community. If you want to visit their website as well, they have one, www.nuffnang.com. That's Nuffnang. If you're wondering what that word means, they've got some explanation on that website for you to find out what goes into that name. And we're still really finding out more about the elements really of a blog, and the elements to a successful blog that continues to attract readers. What actually goes into a successful blog? Well, nothing better than to, of course, or no one better, should I say, than to pose these questions to top bloggers of the region. Let's hear from our lady guests today, Wendy, Rin, and Phoebe. What are the important elements really that go into a successful blog such as yours? Let's begin with Rin.
I guess plenty of pretty pictures help. Everybody loves to see pictures, and I mainly blog about travel lately. So people want to know what is the best thing to do in a place. So
okay, which of you was blogging about having your nails done with the Singapore sling? Was it
that would be me.
Phoebe, right?
Yeah, I did I went to have my nails done yesterday and couldn't get in for an appointment, so they let me buy them and take them, and I did them by the pool while I was drinking cocktails at the Ritz-Carlton yesterday. And I've already got a couple of comments, and I mean, that's just cute. I would do that while I'm traveling, and it gives people an insight. But I definitely agree with Rin. Pictures and really good high quality photography is what a lot of people comment on, in the blog. They really want to they love to see the like an everyday person, because that's what we are really, taking photos and making creating a sort of lifestyle, I guess, online.
Right. So a professional blogger, a successful blogger, would have to be just as much a great photographer at that as well.
Oh, true? Absolutely. I mean, I'm speaking for myself, and a lot of that, particularly in fashion, if you want to compete for readership with magazines and print media, you really have to have a high quality of content on there.
It's a good investment.
Yeah. Actually, I beg to differ. I feel that the readership has actually not increased ever since I moved to a better camera, and I myself look at it and I think it looks nicer, but I think people don't really mind like shitty cameras. Yeah, really, it's true.
I think people want to see high quality pictures.
They want to, but sometimes if it's too artsy-fartsy, right, they will just get turned off.
I guess it depends on what kind of blog you are. For me, like for Wendy, it makes sense. Like it's her prose is actually very witty and very and that's what people go for. But I think for Lady Melbourne, like it's about fashion, so people go for the photos and like what she can dress up in. I see her wearing some stuff that I've seen on the blog, and it looks great. So
Okay, and also I suppose it depends on who your readers are, because each of you probably attract a different sort of a reader profile.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's the beauty of blogging, that you could attract the people that they're like-minded people, and they come for a reason because they they want to read and have an insight into what you're doing every day.
Birds of a feather flock together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but let's talk about some of the difficulties really of being a high-profile blogger such as yourselves. With high profile, also you probably get just as much attention from the media, attention from the public. How do you deal with them? And Xiaxue, we know of course of that not too very long ago with that spate that you had with some other blogger. And that really got a lot of media attention and public attention as well. Yeah. So how do you deal with such things? How do you suppress them or do you even try to fan the flames bigger?
Well, sometimes I guess you realize that it's actually good publicity for the blog. And when I had that spat with that blogger, my hits actually went up to like 50,000. It's like highest it ever was. And so I thought, well, maybe it's worth the stress and everything. Yeah. And I know Xing Ming and Wan Pa are like big fans of like writing nonsense about me. Yeah, so I remember I just like tweeted about the mayonnaise in KFC being $1 or something, and then they actually reported about it, and I was like, what? Yeah.
Okay, but do you feel that you really have a lot of power in your hands as a blogger who can actually impact and influence the way people think, the way people see things, their opinions, their behavior? How powerful do you think your blogs are in doing that?
Well, I think that just by the nature of the fact that we're with Nuffnang, you know, people see blogs as a platform for to reach, you know, millions and millions of people. They want to advertise through blogs. They want to, you know, they want us talking about things. They realise that the influence we have is can be far more powerful than traditional forms of advertising and media.
Yeah.
Maybe Ming is better to jump in.
Just give you a little bit of background, you know, like the whole idea of Nuffnang actually started because we realized that one blogger by themselves is not enough, you know, and they're actually underappreciated, and I think Wendy can attest to this. And so we thought, no, why not build a network, you know, of thousands and thousands of bloggers. And so today in Singapore alone we have 40,000 bloggers, and each day they are read by 700,000 people. So I think that that's something to be proud of for the blogosphere in general. You know, they are now a mass medium by themselves. And in Malaysia, we have over 1.5 million unique visitors a day. Very powerful force over there, and lots of brands are jumping onto the bandwagon and, you know, actually trying to engage bloggers in many ways. I think you know, Cheesy can talk about that. Isn't that true?
Very. Especially when you have campaigns that involve a lot of bloggers, and when everyone talks about it and people will just, you know, follow. It's really amazing.
Right. How often do you try to, you know, put on a new post on your blog?
Try to do it every other day if I have time.
Okay.
Every day for me, and if I'm lucky I'll have the weekends off. But my readers now expect to see something every day.
It's quite demanding, isn't it?
It's a full-time job. I'd spend 38 hours a week on my blog easily. Yeah, but I think when you're a blogger, you're blogging all the time. You've always got your BlackBerry or your iPhone. You've got your camera, your laptop. Like, it's with you all the time. I think if you're passionate about blogging, then you love that. It's not a problem for me. I love having my phone and camera with me all the time. But it does get demanding. You know, the expectation.
It does. Wendy, how many times do you blog a week?
Once a week. I'm keeping really quiet because I'm like so lazy. And actually the country manager of Nuffnang Singapore just told me that I'm the laziest blogger she knows. Like, everybody else, like they line up their blog entries. They actually write like 8 blog entries in the weekend, and then it gets so full, right? So they try to line up like every day, so it gets post-published kind of.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's how hardworking they all are, and it's just that I'm just waiting for somebody to take the top spot.
You're so lucky.
Wendy could hire me. I could be a ghost writer.
Yeah, I should.
Well, in the